Okay, so hello. How you doing? How's past couple weeks been?
It's been very good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'm doing
How's
alright.
hmm how's practice been going?
Uh, well, I'm still struggling so much with the M2 thing. Um,
Sure.
yeah, I've been experimenting a lot with it and with the adduction.
hmm
Uh, well, of course, with a lot of breaks and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I'm not making a lot of progress there still.
Okay. Okay, no worries. And I think last lesson we were just focusing on abduction things rather than like core stuff, weren't we? Is that right? Am I remembering that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. Okie dokie then. All right. Well, let's do a little warm up, and then we'll go from there. Okay. If you want to follow my lead. Good. Okay. Okay. We're looking to start getting towards M2, so see if we can let ourselves get into that. Okay, you hear that tension coming in, that top end? That's where I'm looking for that M2 switch,
Yeah,
yeah?
yeah.
Sorry? Okay. That one's going to require M2, so you must end up in M2.
Yeah.
That higher
Still
end,
struggling at the top.
yeah, that to me
Yeah.
sounded like we were still trying to stay in M1. What do you think, though?
Yeah, I'm very much still struggling with the switch into M2.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely big noticing that. Um, Let me think about that for a second. What are we going to do to help with this some more? Okay, one of your practices, or one of your homeworks, was to just switch back and forth between M1 and M2, yeah? One of the things we worked on last lesson.
I Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. I think we did that lesson before last, if I
Oh, okay,
remember.
sure. How are we doing at intentionally just going M2? Like turning on M2, per se?
Uh, Not bad. It's just that there is still a lot of tension in the M2, and it's kind of shaky and like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, still very tense.
Okay, can you give me an M2 in lip trill? Or like, or in, yeah, with lip trilling. Like not with a pitch movement. So just like, it could be high, it could be whatever, whatever pitch it wants to be, just to get you starting in M2.
Yeah, I can try that. I'm struggling to do it with a lip trill. Let me give it a try.
Mm-hmm. trying to do that, pause for a moment. I see what you're trying to do in the, as you're going from the like the to the, when you're trying to, you're going and then trying to, you're trying to like push it up. Instead of pushing it up, just go back to the and use that to set you. Don't try to like, because as you're trying to like push up, you're just pushing your M1 further and further. You're never switching. So let's try, instead of pushing up and up, just go back to the and back and forth between the two to try and transfer it into the lip trill.
Right, so at the same pitch, just
Yeah.
and then the lip trill. Okay.
Try to get it the exact same, like literally, vocal folds just continue doing exactly what they're doing. You've just changed your mouth to be trilling.
Right. Okay. For some reason, it drops out of M2 the moment I go into the lip trill.
Yeah. Okay, let's break this down in steps. Okay. First thing we're going to do is we're just going to close our mouth. Okay. When we close our mouth, I'm going to also ask you to close one nostril so we still have the barrier being created. Because essentially, if we just close our mouth, we end up just redirecting through to the nose, which means we don't have any barrier to make it into a softie to like have that semi-occlusion. So if you just block a nostril, now it's semi-occluded. So you could even be like.
Okay.
Okay, sounds pretty
that's
tense,
about the same
but
pace.
yeah. Sounds pretty tense, but I'm okay with it for now because it is an M2. We'll deal with outside of that afterwards. From there, we'll gain a bit of control first before we do the next step. Letting our sounds go into M1 as we do so.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. Now another step. We're going to go back up again. So. Take a breath because I was running out of breath there. You probably will too.
Yeah, on the way up, I'm trying to get back into M2 as well.
Yeah, you're trying to get exactly back where you were. So where we've had that, so this extra step we've added, you've just gone down. We're going to just go exactly back again. Like literally rewind the tape as we're going. Yeah?
Right, okay.
See that? Do you feel that? M1 trying
Yeah.
to force us? Yep. So let's try again. Without your affiliation cutting out like mine just did. Yeah? Okay. Sounded like our M1 tried to keep its way there, but I couldn't quite tell. Are you getting quieter on the upwards, or is the mic doing something?
Honestly,
Like, as you
probably
experience
me.
it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
that's
it's
fine.
more me.
So try to watch out for that. Try to keep the loudness just as consistent as you're able. And we'll go through like that, okay? I don't mind some wobbling, just do your best to maintain the consistency that you can maintain, okay? All right, try again. That was good. That sounds like it went back into M2 very nicely. Could you hear a difference there?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I
Okay, let's try it
think
again.
so.
Let's try it again. Okay. I think we're starting to get somewhere. I'm hearing tension coming into it, which I would like to avoid, but I'm not sure that I'm going to focus you
Yeah,
on that avoidance quite yet. Because right now I just want it to be just the simple act of moving in and out of M1 and M2. So let's go again once more, and then I might add an extra step. Nice. That one was good. That was nice. And I didn't hear. I feel like the tension came in a little bit, but then left again. Okay.
yeah. I think
Now
I
let's see if.
noticed it during the
Mhm.
switch, but then I think I was able to stabilize a little.
Yeah, that's exactly what I heard. That's exactly what I heard. Yeah, well done. That's really good as well. That's exactly what I want you doing. So really well done on that. Okay, so sort my shoulder out. Um, okay, next step, we're going to add in the trill. Okay, the lip trill. So all the steps you just did, and then try to add a descending and then ascending lip trill afterwards, following the exact same pitch path. Okay. Only thing that happens is now your lips get to do some moving. So instead of it becomes. There's a slight adjustment in your mouth there, but that should be okay. We'll see how it goes, and you'll be able to take the finger away from your nose at that point.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
That one I
Okay.
don't think started at M2.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So try again. We just wanted to get a little bit higher with that one.
Actually, let me try starting a little higher.
Sure. Nice.
Huh.
Oh, almost, almost. You're struggling to get into that one too. You're trying to get from the note. That's where you're targeting there. Okay. Go back. Go
A
back.
lot of tension there.
Yeah,
Right.
we're
Okay.
emoing in it again. When we're doing the like throughout all of it for the M2 start, try to relax it a little bit because I can hear some tension in there and it might throw you off a bit. I'm looking for instead of the that you have, I want Can you hear that slight difference?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I will try for that.
Yeah. Nice and relaxed.
Yeah, I'm hearing that.
Mm-hmm.
um,
I can hear. Okay. Okay. When
yeah.
you're my own little voice break there. When you're going to your M2 there, what it sounds like you're doing is you're putting a lot of effort, like a lot of physical effort, into getting there. Does that sound accurate?
Yeah. Yeah. It
Mm-hmm.
feels like I sort of have to do that.
Okay, so that physical effort, that's the thing I'm looking to remove. We actually want the
Yeah.
complete opposite of physical effort coming in. The physical effort sounds like it's mostly coming in as like a true vocal folds adducting, like pushing together to get that like forced closure. Whereas I want from just like chilling out, just like. Ah. The main sound difference there is like a ah versus ah ah. You can hear there's a boost of volume there, which makes sense if we're having extra closure, then we're having extra air pressure building up, which gets released, meaning louder. And I imagine there's a very strong sensation of like pushing.
Yes, yes, there is.
Yes. So that sensation, that's what I want you backing away from. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
All right, give it a go.
That makes sense. That's still M1,
That's M1.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
That's kind of it. Um, yeah, I'm just. Okay, yeah, I see what we're doing now. Are you. Okay, if I was to ask, are you bringing in a bunch of OBC during that? Do you think you'd be able to tell? Or if we're like smaller embouchure or whatever term you'd like to use? Because if I try to like mimic your sound, I'm adding a bunch of like really strained like OPC to it. Maybe some false vocal folds too.
Not intentionally, but I can try not doing that and see if it helps.
Sure. This is all M1 right now. Yeah, we're definitely okay. We have a whole bunch of tension there, and that's why it's getting that sort of like crying kind of sound or like effort kind of sound. It's like like it sounds really sad, you know. Like woe is me. So yeah, that's all tension. Let me think for a second. Let's see if I can occupy that tension for you in a different way. You might end up doing that. Okay, let's just try, just to see what you do. We're going to go for a really hollow kind of. So I'm looking for a big, large O sound. Up a bit higher in pitch. Okay, larger. Okay, less of that strain sound. Can we also try just doing lowered larynx? So just. Higher pitch. Do you feel like you have good larynx control at the moment, or do you need us to like set that up first?
I think it should be fine. It's a little shakier on lower larynx, but
That's okay.
if I feel like I can't, I will use the drill.
Yeah, no worries. Go ahead, then.
Oops, sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, I feel sensor.
like a note or two off, and then it would be the next note. Yeah, okay, so what's basically happening is, and I can't quite tell if it's your true false or false false. I suppose, okay, when you experience that tension, do you experience it at the lower end of your larynx or the higher end?
No, I think it is true false.
True false, okay.
It doesn't feel like the false falls are coming in a little bit.
Okie dokie. Yes, we're getting way too much adduction. So let's have a play with what can we do to reduce some of that adduction in a more direct way. Have we done, I'm sure we have we done playing with adduction as a variable on its own? Just like increasing it and decreasing it?
Yes.
How did that go?
Yes, last time I think we just.
Yeah, that's what
last time we reached, I think, the point where I was trying to switch in and out of talking with adduction. And then we stopped there, I think.
Yeah. And as you're doing practice, you're saying that you weren't managing to get very far with that.
I mean, I think I got a little more consistent with switching in and out. But like I was struggling still to translate that into my trills and into my M2.
Yeah, the big thing here is very much getting ourselves. It's that switch, and it's the trouble when trying to approach the issue is I can get you to reduce the or get control of your adduction as much as we can, but that's still not going to help you to trigger that M2 switch, because that is kind of just a thing of its own. Like we have an entire different way your vocal folds start vibrating, which is where we're having the struggle, which is why I'm trying to have us more towards our M2, M1 switching, to try and familiarize us a little bit. My hope is, or at least the direction I'm taking us right now to see where we get is, okay, we can't get around the M1, M2 switch area. Can we do the extremes? Can we go way high pitch, entering into M2, and then like reduce the gap as we go in time? I guess to try that briefly, and I want to very much preface, be careful as you do this. I do not want tons of the sensation of effort that is literally adduction coming in. I don't want you feeling like you're like forcing this really high pitch. I want you, to some extent, you're probably going to do that while we're fixing this. But I'm looking for us to get to basically what's the highest pitch you think you can do, just opening off the gate, just like a straight up. And be gentle about it. Your mic has muted. Well, your mic hasn't muted. Oh, has your microphone itself had an issue?
It's definitely my internet.
It's your internet. No worries.
Sorry, yeah, it's definitely my internet. Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. So highest pitch we can go for. The struggle we're going to have here partially is I'm not really able to warm you up because of this issue. So that's going to be a problem. So just be careful. Oh, there goes the internet again. Oh, I hope we haven't lost him entirely.
Oh,
we're back? Yeah, sorry. We're back. There we go. No, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, so
I was saying, yeah, the explanation cut off a little. You just want me to like do
So basically what I'm trying to do is we're struggling with our M1, M2 switch. What if we start at fair extremes? So if we go for a really high pitch, maybe even the top of your pitch range, you won't be able to get to the top of your pitch range in M1. You'd have to be in M2. So I'm wondering, let's have a go with that. See if we can get a more dramatic, see if at the further ends, can we get that switch happening? That's where I'm going with this.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, give it a go.
Sure. I will give that a try.
I'm gonna adjust where I'm sat as well.
Immediately I am struggling to, like, I tried it. I don't know if that came through, but like the phonation
I
just
got a little
immediately cut
moo.
out.
Okay. So the phonation cut out and the sound stopped. Yeah?
Like it's very strained. I'm struggling to get even
Struggling to
like,
get closure.
yeah,
Okay.
even into like fifth octave I can't get, and I used to be able to get into fifth octave fine
Yeah,
with
yeah.
M2 before I
This
lost
is
M2.
something I was suspecting earlier. How confident are you that this is definitely feeling like true vocal folds and not false vocal folds? I think in
Very
the M1
confident.
it is
Yeah.
true, but for M2, I'm thinking maybe that's not what's happening, because where you're having your phonation cut out there, well, that means they're not getting enough closure. They're abducting. They're doing the opposite of adduction, and then you're having your false folds come in to try to bring that closure in, which obviously they're not very good at because they're false folds. Like where we're getting, because if we really analyze that sound you just produced, we're getting like a. So we've got a bunch of fry there, and the phonation is cutting out. So that tells me we're having little pockets of air escape. We're having not enough closure to even get phonation in the first place. Like the only proper phonation we're getting is pops of fry, which is like little what you can get closed, then releasing it afterwards as it continues its cycle. So I'm suspecting not enough closure there. Boo. How do we solve this for you? Part of it is trying to be more gentle. A lot of it is trying to be more gentle. Okay, let's mouth closed, nose, one nostril closed. Doing this, basically.
Yeah.
Let's go from there. Now try the highest pitch you can go. Or something like that. Skip ahead a bunch.
A lot of tension coming in there.
Yeah. Big time.
And now
Yeah,
I'm not so sure if it is true or false.
Can we skip to the fifth octave, do you reckon?
I can give that a try.
So don't climb up to it. Okay. Still a lot of tension there, but that was in M2. What just happened there? Was that you needed to have a big exhale? Did I hear it right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
it was
That's
very,
a sign.
like...
Go on.
Yeah, no, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. It was very...
Yeah, it felt like I really needed to take a deep breath and like push a lot of air out. And then, yeah,
like
it was
something was
very
like holding your air
after.
back. Okay.
Yeah, kind of. Like it felt there was pressure I had to push past almost. And then it sort of felt like I was out of breath after.
Okay, we are at hyperadduction then. That's a very clear hyperadduction. The thing that you're feeling you have to push past is your true vocal folds. We're having like so much tension there that to overcome, you're having to like blast through it, which is obviously a lot. Okay. All right, we're going to have another lesson where this is the core focus. So, again, as last lesson, this is going to tire us out. I think this is just going to have to be our core focus for a while because, like, everything else is going to be so much trickier until we get rid of this. So, let me think for just a second. There's a few ways I'm thinking we can go about this. I'm just trying to decide on one. Okay, and again, do let me know if you're feeling fatigued, okay? Because this is going to fatigue you a lot, and we're going to be doing a whole hour of this, so, or like 55 minutes. Okay, so we're going to stick with our mouth closed, nose shut a little bit, because you seem to be getting at least a little bit of M2 access there, while we still are in a softy-like environment. It's not quite my favorite compared to lip trills, but I'm down with it. So let's try going all the way back to our pitch sigh thing, okay? I want it really dramatic. I want this to be like a full body experience where your whole body just like melts down and relaxes, okay? Like really like sink into your chair as you do it, like.
Yeah.
But starting with a. Like I want 4th, 5th octave kind of areas. M2. Okay. We didn't have huge amounts of adduction there, which is really good. I want us starting higher, but we have the first thing good there. Okay. So
I think I switched out of M2 very quickly though.
I was uncertain if
Not
you
a
had
lot of it.
even gotten into it necessarily. So let's try higher. But you might have very briefly. So I want us to go like an octave or so higher. Like really, so we have a good duration of M2 to be relaxed or to experience relaxation. So really get us, like, try to match my pitch, kind of like really get us high. As a sigh, okay? Like I want it to be relaxed. Again?
Still not a lot of M2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't necessarily worry about getting the full bottom end, by the way, because like once we're into M1, we can get like a little bit more, and then we're ready to go again. Because we're mainly trying to help your M2 here, so you don't need to like stretch it out too much. Higher start.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do? Let me grab you a thing to help you. You keep trying while I get this for you. I'm gonna grab you this. Okay, I'm going to send you through something on your ticket. I'll just pop in chat so that we can have access to it. So I'll just put this in chat. I guess if YouTube chat are wondering it, I'll send it over there as well. So this is just a little YouTube video of the tone C5, okay? I want you to try to listen to that, try to match its pitch for your entry, okay? To help guide you a little bit. Okay. We're kind of getting there, but with a ton of tension. I think that's right, isn't it? Yeah, I'm certain that's right.
Yeah,
you are
getting
getting
a tracker up, so I'm trying to.
Yeah, you're welcome to do that. Yeah.
It's just it is just the tension going in that I'm like. It feels like sometimes I have to like force it. Other times I can like relax into it. So I'm trying to get that relaxed start, I
It
guess.
sounds like you have to voice it, what you're saying. What do you
Uh,
mean by that?
no, sorry. Um, like I have to, like it feels like sometimes I'm able to relax and like relax as I start going into it. Other times it feels like I have to push to like strain to get into it. So I'm
Okay.
trying to get that relaxed
Yeah,
start,
that's
I
exactly what
guess.
we're wanting. And that's good that you get those sometimes. We did get some earlier as well when we were doing these. When we went, like occasionally you had the relaxed one where we went from the once you switch to the nose, sometimes you would end up relaxing a bit with it, which checks out because as we switch it to the, we necessarily reduce our pushing force because that's the whole point of a softie. We're reducing pressure, and in order for you to be able to maintain the note, you're forced to reduce the adduction a little bit, reduce that tension going in. So, yeah, let's keep going with that. Really looking for that the side thing to help you there of bringing that relaxation. Higher. There you go. Okay. Oh no, go on.
So I'm saying what?
Instead of, I hear you trying to climb up a little bit to get there, and I'm guessing that that's you trying to like, you're relaxed here, you're trying a bit higher, get that relaxed, and trying a bit higher, get relaxed. Try to just start with a C5, and relax
Right.
from. And if it's not relaxed, keep it at C5 and try to relax it while keeping it at C5. Okay.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
I'm not trying to climb to it. It's sort of just that
Yeah.
I'm struggling to
It's
accurately
more
hit
like
it at
missing it.
first, I think.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
You can even try to overshoot it if you need to. That was. Mm-hmm. We definitely have the nose blocked, right? Just to check.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I do.
Hmm. We are slowly getting a bit less tension, but I still suspect there is quite a lot. I think one of the things that will happen when that tension goes away is actually I can't do that otherwise the YouTube stream gets messed up. One of the things that will happen is you're probably going to end up getting a bit louder as soon as that tension starts to reduce. Because I think what's happening partly is we have so much adduction there that the air is barely actually even able to overcome it, which is why we don't then have much sound coming through because we just actually don't open much. Like I'm guessing that part of the instead of having like a normal thing, we're having like tiny little gaps, so there ends up not being much air released. So we don't get that
Right.
volume increase
Yeah.
that we'd normally expect from increase of subglottal pressure. So one of the things that will happen is it will feel like much more air passes through all of a sudden, and we may end up having to do a thing where we fix airflow because you might end up with way too much airflow. They'll probably fix themselves like together, but in case they don't, that might be a thing. In which case, yeah, you'd have a bunch of air. It'll feel like coming through all of a sudden, and it would probably get a lot louder. Yeah, and it will either end up loud or it will go to normal volume. Hopefully we get to normal volume. That'll mean that we're good and we don't need to play with it. Yeah. You could try carefully. You could try adding a bit of breathiness into it to help avoid that adduction. But be careful doing this, because I suspect you may end up with your false vocal folds trying to adduct instead as soon as you try that. So just be cautious.
Yeah, I have tried it during practice, and I think that was pretty much what was happening. So I wasn't like over focusing on that. But I will give it a try right now. That is too lower, I think.
What was that, sorry?
I think I
So
had
as soon
that
as you,
lower, I was saying.
yeah, as soon as you go into the slide, you immediately start on a note lower. Like you go like,
Yeah.
like you start a note, you like pause and then you a note lower. So try to, if you can, like if in doubt, just hold that higher pitch for a moment before the slide starts, and like the slide, it just follows from that holding of the note for a moment to make sure you actually aren't just like skipping it to get the slide.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
How are we feeling during that breathy addition, by the way? Were you successfully getting a breathy addition?
Kind of. I think I brought it in for a second and then I immediately lost it as I was trying to like carry that into the slide.
Okay, we're going to be relying a little bit on you telling me what you feel, because we get very quiet at those high pitches to the point where I can barely quite tell what I'm hearing. But given that this is such a strong adduction, like I can rely on you feeling it, so it's all good. Like you'll know. Okay, go ahead. Trying to get that breathiness into it with care.
I don't think I did it successfully that time.
Okay, yeah, I don't feel like I heard any breathiness coming into it. How is that tension compared to when we first started, by the way? Because it sounds to me like we have gentled a little bit, but I can't quite tell.
Yeah. No, it's definitely not as harsh as before.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, definitely not as harsh. I think especially like when I was practicing, I would have had to take a break way before this. So like I'm definitely straining a lot less, I think.
How much, or is there discomfort accompanying it as you do it right now? Doing your best to ignore any fatigue that might be creeping in.
No, not too much.
Okay. And how do you feel like? Oh, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, I think I don't think it's that bad. I think I can definitely go on for a little bit.
Not that bad as in terms of isolated,
not
like.
that bad as in.
Sorry, there's a delay
sorry,
that's
what?
messing me up. That's why I'm interrupting you. I don't mean to. In terms of an individual instance of one, like when you just go, is it uncomfortable to do them?
No, that is not particularly uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
especially when I think start going into this slide, I feel like I relax a lot.
Yes, yeah. I definitely immediately hear you starting to relax as soon as you go into a slide, which is what that's for. Like that's the whole. That's a reason I add the description of like let your whole body relax, because I figure, well, if your whole body relaxes, that will help to induce at least some relaxation in your false vocal folds, means or in your true vocal
Right.
folds, means literally everything else is doing it. Cool. Okay, so
Yeah.
my other question was, yes, the that sensation of the air being held back or having to push through. How's that at the moment as we're going through?
Um,
By all means, try again if you
it's
lose track.
not that it's not like as harsh
Okay.
feeling in these like in with these salty things
Yeah. Yeah.
with
Okay.
this exercise, I guess I should say. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. 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 So, am I understanding that to mean that there is still some of it, but it's lessened significantly?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
That is correct.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. I think we just keep going with it then. So again. And try to really make sure that initial pitch entry is part of a sigh. Like really, it's all just one thing. Okay. Instead of going like, sorry, I cut out phonation, but I was too focused. But I want it all to be one motion, because what I'm trying to induce is, we were saying earlier, as soon as you start the sigh, you get that relaxation coming in. So I'm trying to get us to be already started the sigh to be going into phonation. Yeah? Like the sigh starts at phonation.
Right. That makes
Yeah?
sense. Yes.
Okay. All right. Give it a go.
Right. Hmm. I'm starting lower.
Yeah, I was say we're
Um,
missing our note slightly, aren't we?
that still feels lower.
I think so too.
Oh, I'm not paying attention to my pitch monitor.
Yeah, try compare to your pitch monitor compared to your like tone generator. I've just sent you that because I know if you're using something like Voice Tools, it doesn't have all the way up in C5.
Yeah, I'm on Google Pitch Monitor. It looks like an E sharp 4-ish that I keep hitting.
Yeah, I was suspecting fourth octave. Sorry, go on.
Huh.
Okay, so we'll pause there. Now let's try to match your pitch as a task on its own, ignoring the sigh thing.
Right, okay.
Not quite.
Now I am way lower.
Listen to your pitch
Oh,
again. Listen to the YouTube video.
yeah, I have it going. Still not quite, I feel like.
Don't worry too much about the loudness for
Weird.
now. We'll deal with that afterwards.
Huh. Now I feel like I just can't hit the pitch. That's weird.
And again, you can try overshooting it. You could try like a real like, which I think must be like a D5 or something. Maybe a C sharp 5.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, actually, I
Okay,
wasn't
so
overshooting
that's
at all. I
sort
just
of
got a
right.
C5. Okay.
It feels like to get there to that higher pitch, I have to use a lot of tension, a lot of
Yeah.
pressure. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Again, I don't mind some pressure. It's just where we're having the level at where it's been. That's where we get an issue. Okay, let's try it for a second, just to loop round, just to see how this has affected everything. Because as soon as we do enter the psi, actually no. Just go through it as we've done one more time. I just want to have another lesson. Try to slow the psi down if you can. You might take a bigger breath. Okay.
I think the M2 was still very fast there. I can try that one more time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. That's good enough for me. All right, so what I am noticing, yes, we're struggling at that pitch there, but we're having our M2 is like once we get a bit lower, we're still in M2, and it's a relaxed M2. Like when we get it down towards the break, it's all pretty smooth there, and you have like a good half an octave to an octave that's smooth. Like you're going like where you have, I just pause there to like signify a break because mine aren't quite as apparent. But we did have some smooth M2 there. Clouds have just moved and suddenly I'm bright as heck. So what are my thoughts right now? Okay, let's have a quick, we're running towards the end now, but we'll have a quick, can we go through one of those where we then slide it back up again? I don't quite mind if we don't reach the same high note, although if you can, try to do so.
Yeah, okay.
So starting from as you were, so.
Yeah.
Take a big breath there. You heard I just ran out of breath at the end there. Especially because when you're going a bit slower, you're just going to need to take a big old breath. Okay.
A lot more strain on the way back up, I think.
Definitely more strained on the way back up and a later M2 transition on the way back up. However, and tell me if I'm wrong, I believe I did hear, because it gets quieter, so again, hard to tell. I believe it did switch into M2, and it wasn't the worst M2.
It did, yes.
Yes, yeah. And there was definitely an increase in tension at that M2, but it wasn't, to my ear, it wasn't as much as before, and it's not as much as when you're trying to enter your C5s. It was some tension, but not a huge, like, more than I want, but less than there was, is what I'm trying to say there. Did you experience something similar?
Yes, it definitely feels like an improvement
Okay.
over
Okay.
before, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Still not
Uh-huh.
where I would like to be, but an improvement, yeah.
Well, baby steps, baby steps. Um, okay, I think this is the path I want us to go down. So as you've just been doing that, and I may send you a message switching up the softie at some point. Um, I found that I was actually recommended this one to help people with going too breathy, but I've actually found it works really good for people that have adduction at the higher pitches. Um, so yeah, play with those as your homework, and just play with it. So mainly trying to enter at a higher pitch and trying to get the up and down. I'm not actually as concerned about the C5 itself. It's more that I'm concerned about letting us get into M2 and having the M2 relaxed. It's not necessarily like the high pitch there is just to guarantee that we enter M2. Like if I get you all the way up
Yeah.
to C5, you're in M2. There ain't no way you're going C5 in M1. It just, or
Yeah.
maybe, but I would doubt it. It would be a little bit
I would
crazy to
hope
do so.
not.
Yeah, I would certainly also hope not. So yeah, and again, you can play with that a little bit. Like if C5 is just a little bit too high, like by all means go for what would it be? Maths gone. B5 because B doesn't have a sharp. Yeah, by all means make it a B5 instead. So long as we are entering an M2. That's like the really important thing there. And then as you're doing the slides, as you're doing the size, do make it like a full body sigh kind of a thing. Like I want you experiencing relaxation throughout your body, almost in like a cartoonish
Yeah.
manner, and try to really get that M2 bit slowed down. Like really try to slow that M2 bit down, so that you're just existing in that space for a bit longer. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Got it.
Cool. Okie dokie. Any questions?
Uh, no, I think that is it.
Okay. Do you understand why I'm getting you doing what you're doing?
Yes, I understand that.
Yeah. Good. Good. Okay. Cool. All right then. Okay. I'll see you in a week's time. There's your homework. Again, as always with things to do with adduction, practice with practice responsibly. You know, if you're
Yeah.
getting fatigued, take a break. And I don't mind if fatigue happens, but like if you do practice till fatigue, then plan that around your day. I don't want you practicing till fatigue and then you
Yeah.
have to give a presentation like in an hour's time. That's a no go. But I don't mind if you want to practice to fatigue sometimes. Just don't go past that point. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Okay then. I will see you in a week's time then. So that would be the
Yeah.
9th of July. Oh, one thing. 9th of July, I'm totally fine. The following 16th of July, I might need to move us around for that date. Would that be okay? And we can discuss it more in the ticket. You don't have to like
Yeah.
know right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that should be totally fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You can
I'll
just
look for
let me
yeah.
know if another day or
Yeah, I'm looking for something on
yeah,
either
if
the
another
Tuesday or
day
the
or
Monday.
something.
And we
Okay.
can figure that out.
Yeah, that would
Okay.
work.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right then. I'll see you next week then. Have a good one. Oh, and everybody in
Thank
the
you so
Discord
much.
right
You
now?
too.
Yeah, no worries. Everybody in the Discord, https, there you go, that's how you do that. If you want to continue to join us, I'll take a little bit about what my thoughts were during that lesson and what the plan was and why I made decisions I made. We can do that in the YouTube. Okay, so if you want to join us in YouTube, join us in YouTube. Okay, see you later, Discord people. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And boop. Okie dokie. All right. Now I will talk about my thoughts and the process and all of that during that. However, before we do that, let's fix this camera because holy shit, it is in a state right now. Okay, first thing I'm going to try. Let's get you guys some music as well. Music. Do. Also, soul strings. Try. I know I'm offloading to you, but if you can, remind me to get that music downloaded today. I'm going to try and get that done today because I have a little bit more time. Okay. All right. First thing I want to try doing is let's have a little play with this. Okay, let's play with lighting in the proper way because that is super dark now. And it's going to be a thing of, do I need something in the back, or can we make do with just a light at the front? Because I have just found my old fucking light thing. Like, is that better or is that way, way worse? Because the room is dark and I don't have anything back. I could use I should also get the chat so I can actually see what you guys are thinking and saying and suggesting. Hold on and hold up. I will hold on and I will hold up. Saturation, high contrast compared to what you usually have. Yeah. Basically, okay, here's the situation. There is a light right there right now. And that's what's changed. As well as the British weather right now, we've got a bit of cloud. And because we've got a bit of cloud, we're now going to have a whole bunch of like clouds moving in and out in front of the sun, which means my lighting's going to change a lot if we're relying on outside. Now what we can also do, and we can play with settings afterwards, I just want to get the lighting first. Can you look straight into the camera and say, hi, my name is Boxy? Okay. Hi, my name is Boxy. Is that what you're after there? Or do you need to change the voice a little bit? Also, my makeup now looks horrible. It looks really, really bad. I look oily and horrific. Okay, if I now add a little bit of light into the room, that didn't change anything there, but if I could just turn on the light. Now what happens? I think the problem is that's way too harsh of a light. But I could reduce the harshness, not the voice you expected, but alright, fair enough. What was the sentence again? Hi, my name is Boxy. 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 There's a few options for you. Whoa, this makes my skin and makeup look fucking atrocious. I'm propped against the mirror, turned around, so I can't even reassure myself by looking in the mirror. Okay, if we go, turn that off. Now we just end up in our usual, if we were to have just the light, which is not good. If I turn this on to just one, I'm pretty sure that's not enough light in front of me. It's also not quite pointing at me, which isn't going to help us. I don't know. No, I don't know who Boxy is. I will, wait, does it require my shitty lighting for this to work? Because I could just look it up real quick. Boxy. What does Boxy sound like? Oh, I see. Okay, I know what you're, yeah, okay, I understand. This is, wow, that is some lighting.
Okay, hi. So, my name is Boxy, and, start off,
Okay,
which is funny to me. Yeah, and
okay,
then another one
really
would be,
okay, all right.
I provided you with a couple different pictures.
I'm there, but way more British. What's the sentence? Boo. Okay, here we go. Hi, my name's Boxy. That's about the best I can do to get that Boxy impression for you. Okay, that's my crazy OPC voice. The lighting might be fine. Fight with it if you want, but we are here to listen. That's true. That is true. I'd like it to be not shit is the issue. Or we just go, fuck it. And back to here. And we have our ordinary sort of shit, and I can play with it later and tweak forever. How does this look right now? It looks fine now. Whatever. Okay. We had a cloud moving earlier, and it is now moved back, I guess. So we can at least look presentable right now. I think okay. The lighting situation, I believe, is requiring a light in front of me, facing me, like behind my screen or whatever, to light my face up a bit, but like not too much. And it might just be that I need to like add that light and then it's going to look horrible, and then I need to adjust the settings to reduce it, or something like that. Okay, let's bring my positioning back a little bit. Bring the mic over here. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's fine for the mic. That'll do. Let me know if it's a bit weird and not sounding right. Playing with settings in the middle of a stream or playing with setup. Okay, what have you guys been saying in chat? And then I'll talk about the lesson a little bit. Because chat has been active. Holy moly. Boo. Looks stylish, but damn. Yeah, that was when it was super crazy contrast, yeah. I mean, maybe it is that I need to turn that light on and then reduce the contrast a whole bunch. I'm not sure. Eyeliner errors? Yeah, you're liking the eyeliner? I was worried that you guys wouldn't even be able to see it. I don't even know how you can see it, but I guess if you can see it, then fair enough. It's got found footage lighting, Lamau. That was when we turned the light off. Turned out all the lights. Boo. Imagine not knowing who Boxy is. Oh, lol, neither do you. Fair. Who is she? Okay, in my defense, okay, she does have like tens of millions of views on her videos. Gee whiz. She must have been like one of her... Yeah, she was the early days of YouTube people. So she's probably lost most of her subs because she only got like 350, but all of these videos are in millions. That's crazy. I guess she was big back in the OG days. OG YouTube. Back when it was fucking like, what, Smosh? They were big people, right? That's what fucking like Onision days and shit. Jesus Christ. Well, fucking Wild West that was back then. Yeah, lots of streamers recommend this circular lighting stuff. Yeah. I need to... I would like to eventually get... I mean, like, money is money, and, like, we have to... For priorities. But a ring light would be good. Fact that I wear all black and have this gorgeous black eyeliner probably also plays a role. Yo, Soul Strings in for frickin' big compliments. Yeah, I'm trying to... Okay, so we've talked in the past about how I have a little kind of body and presentation issues. And it's not just... Like, body issues isn't really a good name for it, because it's not specifically body. It's more full presentation and aesthetic. And so, like, my outfit can also be a part of that. Or, like, my hair can be a part of that, my face and everything. It's not just, like... Yeah, it's a full package thing. Yeah, so... Yeah. So I'm trying to, like, to help that, doing some real focused work on, okay, what is my style? What outfits do I want to wear? And so that's why we're wearing the black right now. It's actually, the outfit itself doesn't make sense in terms of what you're thinking. Like, today's outfit is actually freaking jeans too. Ooh, you can't see the jeans, but there you go. It's a jeans outfit. It's not like a rocky kind of emo-y kind of thing. Although from the top half, it kind of looks like it is. And I'm kind of okay with that. Oh, and then I guess, yeah, eyeliner supposedly is on point, so I'll take that. I feel like there is much less eyeliner than usual. Like, I'm pretty sure it doesn't stick out as far as it usually does. It's a little bit lower, I guess. Maybe it follows my eye a bit better. Kim, oh my god, I did not realize I was wearing a Kim Possible crop top. That's it. Oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure that's literally the exact thing I'm wearing right now. It literally is. Hang on. Hold the phone for a second. I cannot believe that you just fucking said that. Because it's so true. All I need is like a pair of cargo pants. I'm bringing up the things so we can do screen share things. Get you over there. Get all of these things off my screen. So this is safe to put on the internet. Boop and boop. Get you over there, and then we can do a screen share. Also, chat, you're all really small right now. Let me get you bigger so I can read it more easily. That's just showing more of chat. I want to zoom in on chat. For frick's sake. Impossible. It's literally... That's literally me right now, but with different hair colour and not quite as pretty of a face. Like, what the hell? I have the Kim Possible top. And I've had it for ages and I didn't even realise. Horrendous. Pink hair, also more on the red side. Yeah, I think that's actually a camera setting thing. I think I've done the thing where we play with our camera enough that it doesn't make sense anymore. And that is something that I will forever do and will just happen infinitely. But if I go into... We could fix it real quick to make it not quite as insane. Camera is not going to give me settings. Okay, there you go. Configure video. Ooh, you guys can... I suppose you can see the settings. I can't make the box bigger, so hopefully you can read that okay. I think what we're needing is... Oh, I always forget what these things do. Is it saturation we need to decrease? If it's making it look all red. It was on 43 before. Ugh. Ugh. I don't think it's that. Is it contrast? Do I need to do that a little bit? It makes us look brighter, but also not as good quality, I guess. I think that's lower than what it was. I don't remember. Yeah, no, we were trying to make it lower. I don't know, dude. I don't know how any of this works. I barely even know what these settings do. So the XP thing is now default for every stream. Also high. XP thing? I have no idea what you're talking about. If I know what the XP thing is, then maybe. What do you call a funny mountain? Hilarious. That's fucking atrocious. Soul strings, what the fuck? Chat, you guys are going nuts right now. Can't control how big we are. Size? What are you talking about? Size right now? Oh, how big chat is. I understand, yeah. I wish I could zoom in a bit more. I don't know. There must be a way to do it. Because as I've moved a bit further from the screen, you're just quite small now. Lamau. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Sorry. Ah. I need you to like, I need to set a bunch of my things to open on my second monitor by default. So that like when I accidentally minimize everything, when I'm fiddling with stuff, we don't have freaking stuff happening. DM'd. Why am I being DM'd? Soul strings. Ooh, what have we got there? Huh. I do not know what that is. Top fans? What is this? Okay. What? What did you guys do? What the hell? It can stay there if you want it, I guess. I don't know where it's come from. Hover over it. Does it say anything about like Streamlabs or Stream Elements or something? It might be that, because I did when I was originally setting up the that first giveaway we did. Also, wait, you gotta check out how fucking cute is this background. Oh my god, I love this wallpaper. Yeah, when I was first trying to set up the giveaway that we did before, where it was like building up a bunch of points that you'd then spend on the giveaway, I initially thought I would do it in Stream Elements. I think I tried both Stream Elements and in Streamlabs. Oh, is it a YouTube specific thing? If it's a YouTube specific thing and not like part of Streamlabs or Stream Elements, then I have no idea. Yeah, I initially tried to set that up. We'll get my studio up on my screen to see if I can see anything. Yeah, I initially set that up so that we could try to do the points on there. But then I couldn't do it. I couldn't redeem it in a way that could become a giveaway, which was annoying. until we move to the other, having my local chatbot, which is where all the commands come in from, that now deals with that and does it properly. So yeah, boo. That's the situation. So it might have reactivated somehow the old point system, even though I think I literally blocked it from my chat to stop it from typing shit, and it might have unblocked itself. Have I thought about setting up a website that's super affordable and can help you, can really help you reach as your business grows? Yeah, well, definitely a website is on its way. I am in the process and have been in the process for ages of building up a plan because I got distracted doing other things because ADHD. But that is definitely a thing. I already have a someone I'm talking to about it to like build it properly. Because yes, I want a website, but I don't want. There's more to the website that I'm wanting, if that makes sense. Is this just super quiet or is it not playing? It's just quiet because it's moving between tracks. Yeah, so, oh yeah, the ticket system, yeah, the ticket is for all lessons, private and public, because it just makes like a private ticket between us. Ooh, I'm just skipping past what I said. Okay, hear me out. What about a small, thin black choker to this whole outfit? I will respond to that. It's not a small, thin one, but I do own a choker that is like right behind me, which should be this way around. I never really played with chokers before, but I'll show you later. We still need to talk about Mara's lesson just now. I mean, it's pretty simple in terms of what we're talking about. It's just a difficult thing to solve. It's going to be tricky for Mara. But yeah, in terms of website, like it's definitely something I'm wanting. It's going to be a bit trickier though. It's not quite, like it's not going to be as simple as making something on Squarespace or something. Because I'm not just after a website that does bookings. I actually want eventually for us to switch away from, I mean, you guys could still watch for YouTube if you want, but I want a website that has a built-in chat. That's the important thing. I want a built-in chat that stays live all the time, that people can just pop into whenever they want to, for us to start using, because that will allow me to do more stuff. DM'd, I'll check in a second. I'm just trying to get this choker on at the correct size. Ugh, I have not played with chokers much before, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I want a website that has a YouTube embed, and chat, and the chat is specific to the website. It's not just the YouTube chat, it's the transnetwork.com whatever chat. Also, transnetwork.com itself is taken, so we'd have to figure out exactly what our URL would be, whether we do like trans_network.com or whether we just do like not.com, we do like something else. I'm pretty sure there is a .tn, which would be like kind of cool. Oh, clasp it in the front and spin it around. You're so right. Why would I not think of that immediately? I'm like struggling on so much. So part of the difficulty here is I have a lot of hair. Dude, how does anybody do this? Where's the thing? Where's the clip? It's on this side. Okay. This is so much harder than necklaces. It's so much tighter. I'm pretty sure it's upside down as well, but I don't think like that matters. It's only the clip that ends up being upside down because it's just square. But yeah, so I want a website that has that feature, and then it would also have like booking things. And I also want like a very simple thing for me to access, like maybe a special like interface for me. Oh yeah, you'd be able to log in on the website as well. You'd have like users. You'd be able to donate through the website. You'd be able to book lessons and pay for lessons through the website. All of those sorts of things. Like all money stuff would then start being through the website. No, I'm just going to take these off for a second. Oh my god, what have I done? Guys, nobody told me this was happening right now. Fucking... Okay, let me just... Apologies for sound being weird while music goes through the speaker. Hopefully the mic doesn't pick it up because it's quite quiet on my end. Ugh. There we go. Zara on a leash. Oh my god, fuck you. This way. Okay, it's not quite tight enough, but whatever. I can play with it in the future. Okay, I haven't been able to see myself this whole time as I've been doing this. What does this now look like? It's not high enough, is it? It needs to be like... I never wear chokers, so I don't know where this is supposed to be. Immediately falls down. Let me just try to make a quick adjustment to it. But yeah, website, it would have the chat thing. It would have all payments going through the website. It would have a separate like UI for when I log in, so that I can easily basically a user interface that I can use, so that I can like make notes and stuff and have like basically a little blog for me, so that I can do some written guides on there, so I can have just rambles that I have that are not even necessarily voice related, just a little blog space for me basically, yeah, and then like things to play with the chat itself, you know, little easily addable emojis. I see why these are called chokers now. To get this on, I'm going to need to briefly choke myself, and then it'll be correct as soon as I then let go. Okay, we almost have this. Problem is, even doing it at the front, I can't see because it's so close in. Ugh, we're doing it at the front. Let's get chat back on my screen. Soul Strings, what have you done? Asking me to wear a choker. Suggesting I wear a choker. Now this is becoming a whole thing where I can't put chokers on. I would like an explanation on how this even became an established piece of clothing, because I do not understand how I'm supposed to put this thing on. Okay, hair out of the way so that it doesn't end up being why this is loose. And then, okay, now we're in a place. Transvoice.network is available. Yeah, but that's not quite the brand name, is it? Like, it wants to be Trans Network. The reason it wants to be Trans Network, one, because we are Trans Network, but also the reason why it wouldn't want to be a voice thing in the URL is we don't just do voice. We also do makeup and beauty. And Bean's thing is going to be getting more and more set up. We just had tech issues that's slowing that down. But we should have, I'm hoping at least within the next month, hopefully way sooner than that. We're looking to get that actually up and running so that you guys can book in with Beans for like hair and makeup consultations and stuff like that. And like, I need to talk to Beans about some more stuff that potentially could be included in that. But like, kind of all of what I need, I guess. That to be a thing that people could have. Okay, that's quite tight now. And I'm struggling to twist it around, which is probably a good sign. Hopefully that means it won't fall. Okay, that's staying in place, right? We have a choker on. No, it's falling. I don't understand. I don't understand how this is supposed to stay up. Like, surely it would need to be elasticated for that to work. Is that right? That feels way too high now. Someone explain to me chokers. I don't get it. How does a choker work if it's not elasticated? And is it just because this is a weird choker? Like, a choker's usually elasticated. It's also quite wide, which is a bit weird, but maybe that's just me because I don't think I've ever... I think I put it on once and was like, it just wasn't working with the style I was wearing at the time, because I didn't really have any metally stuff at the time. Stops them from falling? Wait, what stops them? Leah, where is your last message? Some chokers have rubbery lines that stops them from falling. Yeah. I feel like mine's staying... Oh no, it is slowly making its way down as I talk, because it was on my larynx earlier. Yeah, I don't know. How do I keep this up? How do I do it? Also, Soul Strings, what do you think? Yay or nay to the choker? You everyone suggested it. We finally have it on. What are you thinking? What a mess this introduction to the stream has been. Yeah, it's just slowly moving down as I talk. 80% slate? Yeah, fuck yeah. I'll take that. And it's just slid all the way down now. Yeah, guys. Okay. maybe this is a weird choker because it doesn't have a rubbery line thing. In that case, okay, to check, it has like a felt side, and then it has like a, what would I call this material? Not felt, like plasticky side. Is it meant to be the felt side on the inside, maybe? Like, am I supposed to... Oh, this is going to actually choke me as I twist this inside out. I'm pretty sure this is now inside out, but maybe not. Maybe how I had it was inside out, and maybe the felt material was to stop it sliding around. I think I would like to try a choker that is like a lacy choker. That could be quite cool. Okay, let's get the rest of this. Ugh, that is choking the fuck out of me while I do that. Okay, and just get it all sorted. Okay, and twist it around just a little bit. Oh, fuck. Okay, I think it was actually meant to be this round, because I don't think it's now sliding. Like, as I talk, that's not sliding in, like, at all. I hope. We'll find out as I keep talking, I suppose. Okay, my hair is now all over the place, and I don't have a mirror that I can check to fix how I look. But you know what? We're going to be fucking not good for the stream right now. And I'm just going to fucking look at myself in my camera to get my hair fixed. Ugh. This is also a weird orientation. You know what? Screw it. Music is for you guys. Music is not for me, because headphones, I just don't like wearing headphones. It's fucking weird for me. I need to just get like, well, one day. Certainly it's not a priority, and so we definitely won't actually be getting this for ages. But maybe eventually we get a like pair of earphones, like go into my earphones. That's just slid all the way down, hasn't it? I don't know. All of that, and I don't think this choker works. I don't think this choker functions. This is a non-functioning choker. Ugh. I don't understand how... Right, somebody made this choker. This is clearly a thing that is meant to be on your neck. So how were they intending it to be worn? Like, what's the idea behind this such that it doesn't slide down? Because it is just slowly sliding down. It's like slightly less now that I've got it inside out, but it's still sliding down slowly. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. I feel like I look like a mess now, but oh well. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, saw strings. I agree with the saw choke you're talking about there. You can just, I'm pretty sure, like if I copy this link, back to OBS, back to chat being on my screen. If I grab this back for a second and I send it over here, open, just so I can check that this will work. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's opened it as a Discord thing. Don't mind. You can just send links to in the chat if you're like sourcing instead of DMing to me. That way everybody can see it nice and clearly. I can just open it here. That's probably the easiest way. You guys should be able to send... Yeah, because Mihoogie was able to put transvoice.network. Also, wait. I've just processed. Mihoogie. Does that imply that .network is a thing that you can have? I feel like I'm really dark now. Am I really dark now? The problem is it's so small on my screen. I can't... Yes, I am super dark now, right? Oh, I can feel this choker slowly sliding off me. Why are we super dark now? What happened? What did it do? Did something change? Do I need to just up my gain a little bit? Up the gain, up the gain, up the gain, up the gain. It's making me blurrier. But it's not too bad. Is that better or have I just made it worse? What do you think? Keep that or not keep that? I don't know. I'll let you choose. Okay, what the heck were we even talking about? If you wear a low-cut shirt, it's less obvious if it slides. Yeah, that's true. Oh, that's so true, because this is a turtleneck. Like, if this was, like there, it doesn't look like it slid at all, does it? It just looks completely fine. Maybe that's... Oh my gosh, we've gone all that way around. Maybe if I just meant to sit where it's sat right now, and it's just because of the top that I'm wearing. Like if it's like this right now, like the choker looks normal, doesn't it? Maybe it's just not supposed to hover over where my specific larynx is, where my Adam's apple is. I just assumed that that's where it normally goes because like one, that's halfway up the neck. Maybe it is lower, I don't know. But also because like people talk about wearing chokers to hide their Adam's apples and stuff, which mine is like significantly lower. Like if I go like low larynx, I can get my larynx behind it. But yeah, I don't know. How long do I plan to stream? Yeah. Yes. A quantity of time. We don't have a set. Okay, Mara's lesson. Fren is right. Mara's lesson. Yeah, so in terms of what I was thinking during that lesson, essentially Mara is experiencing, as you could probably tell, a whole bunch of... The first thing is she's mentioned it before, where she practiced, this was before having seen me, practiced expanding her M1. And what they've basically done there, sorry, I should be saying they, what they've basically done there is they've pushed their, rather than expanding M1 necessarily, it's more like they've pushed their M2 back and away and made it so they don't go into M2. And that's kind of a problem. You need to go into M2. M2 is important. It gets you to higher pitches. If you do push to get to M1, like it can help you for very specific singing style. Oh, he, him today? Okay, I can he, him. That's fine. Yeah, so yeah, getting to, like, if we go to higher pitches with an M1, like that's fine for belting specifically, which is a singing style. Like lyrics not coming to my mind, but like hey ba 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 ba. Now I'm going into M2 there. But like we can go into like M1 at higher pitches, and if we're having like if we're doing a belting thing where we're being really loud and being like hey, this is what we're doing, then like yeah, which is a style and like it sounds cool in a bunch of things. It's done in like some certain rocky things. It's kind of cool. For talking though, not super useful. It's only useful specifically in belting. Generally, you want to be able to slide into M2 no problem. So yeah, what's essentially been happening is as Mara goes to that where M2 would be, instead of like switching to M2, he's instead getting like a ton of tension. Okay, this really strained like as I try to keep that in M1, tons and tons of tension. Okay, that's a problem. That's gonna tire out anybody like super quickly. Again, you can use it for some singing styles when you're doing it as an intentional thing, but it's not something that wants to just be there as a default. So yeah, that's kind of what we're working on dealing with. Instead of having all of that huge tension coming in, trying to introduce that M2 switch. And what we've kind of done, what we've managed to do is getting Mara using his M2, but we haven't managed to get that tension away. Like the tension has ended up carrying over into M2. So now it's a situation of, can we get that M2 without that tension so that it's a more typical M2? And then from there, it'll be expanding the M2 range to actually have like a full standard M2 to move around the whole area. That's what we'll be looking at. But it's going to be a whole process. So, yeah. The goal was initially like, just get him into M2 and see what happens there. But unfortunately, as we switched to M2, we've also brought along all of that, all of the characteristics of an M1 at that pitch, i.e. big tension, struggling to get much higher. So we're going to have, it's going to be a little bit of fiddling around, and like Mara, prepare for, this is going to be a bit of a bigger thing to deal with, where we're going to have to deal with the tension, get it loosened up, moving around more in pitch, and having it slowly moving ourselves step by step into a more normal M2. I'm really, really hoping for you that we can get a point where it just clicks. It's like, oh, this is proper M2. as opposed to what I'm doing before, which is like a weird, warped, distorted M2. If we can get that, then everything's going to click into place really cool. But fingers crossed. It might be that we just have to like construct M2 from the ground up, which will be like a tricky whole thing. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Will make you very like proficient in voice, because like people don't normally have to build up like an entire vocal mechanism from scratch. So the process of doing that will require a lot of getting good with voice. So there's that, you know. We'll be getting towards some, you know, advanced level of voice. Like we're even in our lessons, like for me, like we're at like, wow, okay, I have to like think about this one. Like, where are we taking this? How are we doing with these things? We are going to some like higher level things. Yeah. Okay, catching up with chat. Boo. You guys are talking about soup. Fair enough. Enjoy your soup discussion. Wow, you guys are really talking about soup. Do you ever talk about or consider mental blocks when voice training? Yeah, absolutely. And that can totally be a thing. In fact, everybody will have that in some degree being a thing as they're going through the vocal journey. So like as you go to the habituation of your voice, you're going to have a mental block. You will have a mental block because up until that point, you've been doing your voice training in voice training. Like you do your adjusted voice when you're practicing. When you go to using it full time and habituating it, suddenly you're using your voice in a completely alien environment. You will guaranteed have a bunch of mental block coming in at that point, because what will start happening is you're going to have this situation where think of it as like your brain builds connections. Okay, it's how it learns. It's like an efficient way of learning, and some of the connections it's built is, oh, I'm voice practicing right now. We have this like concept of training. We then have some of the things that often come in with training. If we're doing this on a regular schedule, then you probably have things that are consistent through them. Maybe it's being sat in front of your computer. Maybe it's being sat in your car. Maybe it's being, you know, you'll have a specific set of environments. So that'll be a thing. Talking to yourself will be a thing. I don't know how many we're on now, 4 or 5. All of those things are discarded as soon as you start using it out of the wild. One, the social situation is completely different because now you're not just talking out loud to yourself, you're talking to somebody. Anxiety is going to be a thing because you're going to be anxious using it for the first time. That's only natural. You're going to not be in training mode. You're going to be in conversational mode. So that connection is gone. You're going to be not in the environment you're normally at. You're going to be wherever you are in physical space. So there's another connection gone. So all of these connections that you've built up that have like come along with voice training in your brain trying to learn quickly and efficiently, all of those things are suddenly gone. So your brain isn't as easily drawing in its knowledge on voice stuff because normally it has all these other connections to help it latch onto that. But now all of that's gone. You see the sun comes out and now suddenly I'm like super bright. Now all of that's gone. So you're finding it harder to like remember how to even use your voice. Like suddenly it feels like you can't do anything with it. That's yeah. And the only way to deal with that really is just kind of pushing through. You know what? Here's a little thing I can do. I could just roll up the turtleneck part of it and just make this into a normal top. So it can look like I'm wearing a choker properly. Because I'm kind of with soul strings for this. It looks kind of hot. Oh, I kind of dig it. I'm not gonna lie. If I just turn this into a t-shirt. Like, I kind of dig that, actually. Obviously, I need to get a different top. But I kind of dig it. I'm kind of agreeing with soul strings. Okay, you said saturation. If I reduce the saturation, so it's at 43 just a moment ago. No, then it just gets like black and white. That's not soul strings. It is not saturation. Back to 43. Yes, literally glowing. Literally, yes. There is a glowing orb outside. But yeah, so in terms of mental block, in terms of that sense, like it's just a thing you have to push through. And then other kinds of mental blocks, it'll depend on the specific mental block and why it's happening. Like there are some things where I specifically don't go into it as much. Try contrast, okay? Less contrast or more contrast. Yeah, like if we're talking like more mental healthy kind of things, like social anxiety or like issues of putting too much pressure on yourself and stuff, like there's going to be a line where I won't engage, where I'm like, this is more one for your therapist. This is because you're going outside of voice stuff and into like more mind stuff and like your mental health. And that I try to draw a line of, I don't want to give people, I don't mind going into it a little bit. And I don't mind going into it in this kind of environment, like a streaming environment, because it's not a one-on-one. I'm not giving somebody specific advice, but like if I'm talking to a specific person, I really don't want to go into like their mental health as much. No, we can go into their mental health. I don't want to give as much advice because it feels like I am not qualified to do so, and it wouldn't be quite so ethical for me to do so. Still deciding the line on that, because like we have a context of me being a teacher. If we can do it in a way where it's like I'm just talking to you as a bud, then like fine, I'm cool with that. Like if one of you just came on stream and wanted to talk about your shit right now, like that's fine. I'm completely fine with that, and I can even give my takes and stuff, and that's fine. But it's different if it's a student-teacher relationship. That suddenly changes it, as like there's an expectation for me to be qualified and know what I'm talking about, where like that's not necessarily the case for mental health stuff. I'm not a mental health expert. I'm not a therapist. So there's a line there of where I would go in terms of mental block. It depends on the mental block. If it's a mental health mental block, then maybe not. If it's a different sort of a mental block, then maybe. It depends on the specifics, I suppose. Just something about ask those questions. Okay, people are saying maybe contrast, less contrast. Okay, so if I do less contrast, we just get this kind of haze forming with less contrast. So maybe more contrast? No, then it goes like this. So where are we trying to... Oh, I didn't check what the number was before. I think it was somewhere around 30-ish. If I click cancel and then I configure video again, then it can just undo what I just did. Yeah, it was a 31. I pretty much bang on guessed that. Ooh, what if it's white balance stuff? No, it won't be, because that's blue-orange scale. Oh, I could reduce the gain. Okay, now I just look a little bit shit, but that's definitely made me less intense. Like it's fixed it, but it's also made me look a bit more washed out. Try vibrancy. That's not one of it. The options you see here are the options that you've got. 2010 filters. OMG, did anyone use the Neil camera back in the day? I have no idea what that is. Logitech? Yeah, Logitech. Yeah. I don't even know what... Oh, actually, I might... No, we don't have box. I don't even know what kind of Logitech. I was just given a camera. So I was like, oh, cool. Free camera. By a friend of mine. We do have a higher quality camera. We have a much, much better quality camera. Problem with a better quality camera is I feel more exposed in it, I suppose. Like, I don't know. How am I feeling about... I don't know. I also can't... okay, so the better quality camera is the phone. Because I can use that as a webcam. But I'm now using the thing that holds my camera to hold my mic and using that instead. So it's like, I don't know. We'd have to change the setup back to how it was, which wouldn't be too much work. We can try it if you want to, but I don't know how good entertainment it would be. Infamous J-Schlapp mic in the webcam. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Arctic Monkey. Yeah, these are this properties window. Camera control doesn't have anything useful. Like exposure, we wouldn't want to be changing from -5 because that. Oh wait, maybe exposure would have been what we wanted to change instead of gain. Like maybe I wanted -6 exposure, and then increase the gain back to where it was. Is that better? Gain up a bit more. Oh, that's about the line. Is that better than what we just had? Or is that like barely, you can't tell a difference? Yeah. Exposure versus gain is confusing to me and I don't fully understand it. To be honest, I don't fully understand any of these settings. Better? Okay, okay. Okay, so when we have a bunch of light suddenly added, change my exposure. That's what I'm now learning. Close to the usual? Okay. Assuming the usual's better, then good. Yeah, because now I'm not bright red anymore, am I? I'm more of a magenta. I mean, it's still a bit red compared to what it is in real life. I don't know, it's close to accurate. Where the sun is hitting is a bit more closer to accurate. Less flashbang. True. I do need to have a whole big old play. All the camera settings and stuff. I'm also not in the center of a shot. I should move over here and then move my my microphone over here. This is something that's going to happen almost every stream, by the way, because I will tinker with my appearance infinitely, which will inevitably end up with a bad result. Because I'm that kind of person when it comes to appearance. Boo 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 boo. Okay, less shit on my screen. It's not even flashbang, but it's as if you're engulfed in a nuclear explosion. Yeah, true. True. I agree though, this is looking better. This is significantly better. That's good. That gives me information to play with. Because when I was looking at research online, every source was like, always set your exposure to -5. Always do that. Everybody, like, even different sources were like, okay, we'll go into all of these things and customize it exactly to you. It will still, but everyone should have -5 exposure. And we're on -6. At the same time, though, most people are going to have ring lights and lighting that they can control, whereas we don't have lighting we can control. We have the sun. Like, the lighting is the window. Have a good time zone, Mara. It's always crazy to me that... Oh wait, no, it wasn't Mara. It was... Wait, it was Arctic Bunker. Have a good time zone. It is always crazy to me how different other people have their times. Oh, also see you later, Mihagi. Have a good haircut. Everybody's leaving. Lamau. Yeah, let's show you guys the other thing I've been doing. So we're going for... Okay. I'm looking to have a more focused... Oh, I can just do that? I can go onto my profile without actually logging in on Pinterest? That's cool. Okay, I want a different style. I would like this style. Now, I don't know how achievable this is without more HRT things, but this is a vibe. And this is a consistent vibe, I'm pretty sure. We got the kind of rocky medley kind of a thing. And that's what I'm kind of going for. None of these are wearing chokers, but chokers would... Oh, that one's wearing a choker. I think she's wearing a choker. You just can't quite see it for her. This kind of a vibe where we have a sort of like band outfit or like graphic tee or whatever. I think I'm generally going for a second layer because my arms freak me out. I need them covered up. So a second layer. Oh wait, we have two of the same image. Lamau. Oh, it's giving me an ad that just is also what that picture's from. Hilarious. Yeah, so yeah. Cool hair. I've got the cool hair down. It needs redying because like all of this should be pink here. Like all of this black area in between the pinks should also be pink because I just need to touch up my roots. But yeah, things here where limbs are covered. Those are the ones that I'm looking for. And then maybe one day when I've got more confidence or when my arms have just changed a lot, we can have some arms uncovered and stuff like that. Far left, mini shorts and tights. Yeah. Oh, was you yesterday? Yo, friend, that's cool as fuck. This one or this one? Yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know how I'm going to vibe around tights, but I might be down to do leggings. That might be okay. So, okay, one thing I've noticed, but it's clearly something that I think looks good because they all have it. They literally all have it. Perfectly consistent, is tight leg wear, i.e. I probably would like the EMP style, you're right. I should probably have more of a look over there. It's all expensive stuff though. They all have skinny jeans, or leggings, or tights. All of them. Every single person here is wearing slim leg wear. And I don't know how I feel about slim leg wear on me specifically. I know I'm pretty sure I do like it as a thing in general. I feel certain I do like it. But on me, I've got some huge fucking calf muscles that will not go away. And I feel like they're going to massively be like, yo, here are your calf muscles. Because they'll just like hug my muscles. Which is going to be a bit like, a little bit. But maybe there's stuff you can do about that. And I don't know what stuff, but maybe there is something you can do about that. I don't know. A lot of your outfits are wrist to ankle. As in like you're covering wrist to ankle. That would be what I'm going for. Like, you know, not quite wrist, but you get the idea. I think it's just slightly too small for me or something like that. I feel like cis women have small arms because every time like somebody that is my proportions or would definitely get me the right size, it's always the arms are too short. Maybe cis women have, maybe AFABs have shorter arms. I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing or if I'm just coping. You do show some shoulders occasionally. Can't waste the tats. Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. I think I would like to be able to show off my tats more. Because I did have, the other day I did have my arms out. And it was cool to be able to, like, I think last stream I had my arms out and you could see my tats occasionally. And like, that was kind of cool. Like, we will try to be okay with having my arm out. Get that upper arm. We can see some tattoo there. Like, the tats are kind of cool. I dig the tat. Obviously, hence I got it done. Plus this tat, but obviously you're never going to see this on stream because it's fucking the wrong side for that to be that visible. But yeah. I don't know. I need smaller arms. Okay. Talk about hypercritical, classic trans people doing trans people things. I like how her arms are very round. And I don't have round arms. There are shapes in my arms. And she has these just round arms. That's what I want. Ditch all the muscle. No muscle. Just a little bit of fat to round it off. It's just a round arm. That's exactly what I want. But in the meantime, like there's, you know, it'd be cool to show off the tats a bit more. I don't know why. I feel like I had more pictures in here because I feel like there was some with tattoos, but oh, I should drink some water. I barely drank anything today. I've just been busy doing shit. Holy moly. I had the experience there of like, oh shit, we're actually getting hydration. Wow. Graphic tank tops work better for you than t-shirts? Yeah, I do like some graphic tank tops. Or I like hers. It's the same picture. I do like her top there. That's a really nice top. Or like the... Wait, what did I just close? I don't know. Or like if we're getting fucking cringe about it. Fucking... Boo. Like her outfit is really cool. It's a cool top. It's a very cool top. Plus the necklace is a cool addition. I feel like I would like to play with some accessories and stuff. Like that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Do we not get any where it's just her fucking stood in her whole outfit? Why do we only get a torso shot? Why can't we see her trousers? It'll be something like skinny jeans. I don't quite remember. It's been a minute. But yeah, I feel like the Chloe Price outfit is pretty cool. But again, I don't know if I would... I feel like it's cool on her and her body. And it would... I have a very different body right now. But I don't know. We'll figure that out. I guess HRT will figure that out eventually. One day. Hopefully, please. But yeah, you're right. Pairing it with flannels and stuff. Okay, here's the other thing that was a thing. Okay, I know I like this aesthetic. But there are specific things that need to be tweaked so that I can make it work for me. First of all, what's the deal with fucking... And I bet if I go into the EMP store, they're all going to be like this. Agree, sure. Give me women's... Yes. Yes. Okay. Now, there's something you'll notice about basically all of these, with one or two exceptions. They're really baggy. Like, none of this gives you any shape. It just deletes all of your shape. Like, I need a little helpful shape. I don't want to delete all my shape. I'm going to look like a box. So I feel like, actually, that one's cool. That is the kind of shirt that I want. That's that's for freaking things in the side to give you that shape. Yo, that's what I want. Yeah, no worries, Mara. Have a good shower. Okay. This one proves to me that we can find these. They do exist. I feel like the issue is band tees are often made to be unisex because the band doesn't want to make a shit ton of shirts. And it's easier to just do it unisex. It's easier for selling. However, I want a bit of shape. You have a bit of shape. Why is it specifically Iron Maiden shirts that have a bit of shape? Also, yes, expensive for a shirt, but not horrendous. I thought this was going to be way more expensive. Yo, maybe I pick up a couple of these shirts. That EMP suggestion was a good suggestion. Who was I looking at earlier? It wasn't EMP, it was someone else. Oh, it was Hot Topic. That was it. You agree with form fitting? Yeah! It, like, super is. It super is. And it's very frustrating trying to Google stuff when you say form fitting. Because it just never... I don't know, Google just ignores the words form fitting. It just doesn't do it. Form fitting stuff is never form fitting. It never fits forms. I don't know. Like, I Google form fitting and I will literally get this shirt. And it's like, bro, you're not form fitting. You're the opposite of that. I don't understand. And like, I can't, like, while we're on here, like, size, well, no, that's not quite what is what we're looking for. Oh, all search refinements? Do you have like way more? Product type? No, this isn't going to be where form fitting is. What about band is obviously the band, if it's a band shirt. Fucking, you don't get form fitting. Wait, it does say fit. Actually, this one does say fit. Wait a minute. Slim fit. Hold the phone. Does EMP actually have this? Because everywhere I was looking didn't have this. And it was very frustrating. And I was fucking being driven up a wall, not being able to find fucking form fitting stuff. You love the Black Label stuff? I will go see what that is. I don't even know what that is. This is kind of form fitting in the way I'm talking. I don't know if all of it is, but we're losing a lot of the styles I wanted. Yo, where are my band tees? Hello? Okay, what is Black Label? Is that one of the brands or? Unless you mean Black Label Society, the band. Where's my fucking search refinements? There you go. What are we meaning? Black Label specifically. What is Black Label? Unless you do mean. Wait, we only have 2 bands within. Hold on. This is form fitting, and yet I don't think is in this category because only 2 bands are in there. Fucking, what was it, Rolling Stones and someone else? Like, what? Excuse me? Hello? Could you explain this? What was it? Band. Yeah, fucking Iron Maiden out now. I don't understand. Urgh. Why? What? Okay, does this tell me what things it doesn't, does it? It doesn't tell me what fucking tags it has or whatever. Oh, it fit regular. Okay. There's nothing about it. Oh, how do people shop for clothing? I don't understand. I went to fucking... Oh my god. Yesterday, I went to fucking Primark just to buy some fucking clothes. How do you buy clothes in Primark? It's a mess. There's no organization at all. Like, there's some kind of, but like not really. There's like a tiny section of jeans. They had like barely any jeans. There's this huge area for fucking lingerie, as if that's going to be what most people are buying as ordinary clothing. Although I'm pretty sure in lingerie they just included everything that is underwear, which is like, well, not all underwear is lingerie. That's a type of underwear. Like everything was like, here's like a section for this ultra specific thing, and it's just a bunch of ultra specific things. It's not like, here's legwear, here's legwear, and that's split into all of its categories. Here's topwear and split into all its categories. Here's layers and split into all their categories. That would be sensible. But no, we have just random pockets of random stuff. Here's the sporty bits. Here's the jeans. Here's the fucking whatever. Just random shit littered across the store. I don't understand. How does anybody buy clothes? It's so fucking annoying. I like the clothes. I don't like the buying of the clothes. Clothes are so annoying to buy. Okay, that's my rant. Now I rely on you guys to direct the stream. But yeah, so essentially I'm looking at we're looking at getting some new clothes, because if I can build up a wardrobe, then that would be really nice. A lot of these are flannels, and I like flannels, and we might do some stuff with flannels. My boyfriend did buy me a flannel and then accidentally bought me the fucking large, and it's like, okay, that's way too big. Like hers is clear, it's long, it's not a large, like it fits her. Mine, it's like a 10. Like it's wider rather than longer. It's like, ugh, that's not what I'm going for. Again, just removes the shape. I guess, yeah. So, okay, thrifting is less of a thing in the UK. We do have charity shops, but certainly in my city, we don't have a lot of them. I think we've got maybe one that has clothes. I think we have 2 charity shops, and one of them has clothing. But not just clothing. It has like, it's an everything charity shop, and a little bit of that is clothing. So it's kind of hard to like get much in terms of just cheap like charity shop clothes. Yeah, I know. It's just in the UK we call them charity shops, and everyone else used to call it thrifting. Yeah, I think we just don't. I don't know if it's just the city I live in, and we just don't have much of them. I don't know. But it's definitely a difficult thing. I think I need to be efficient in my purchases. Like, if we buy a t-shirt, it needs to fit with a variety of different outfits. Like, my wardrobe needs to be very in sync with itself, so that I can have less clothes to have more outfits. That's going to be important. Like, I'm just going to have to be careful with my buying, essentially, as I slowly build up. I think part of my difficulty with clothing right now is 80% of my wardrobe is hand-me-downs from just different friends and stuff from when I first came out. And like, that means a lot of it's very uncoordinated because it's just random things that people have given me. And like, people don't give you the things that are their favorites, obviously, because like that's their favorite clothes. They're not going to just give it away. So like, yeah, it's just a bunch of mismatched stuff. And until now, I haven't really had much concept of how to match them. I haven't known what I want to wear. But I got a vibe, but I like this style. It's a cool style. I like, you know, I'm a fucking metalhead. Of course I like this stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, it would be cool to get some of this, I guess. I don't know where I'll go first. I think I'm going to go... Do I go legwear first? Or do I go tops first? I don't know. Maybe I go tops first? Legwear, I still need to figure out how it's going to work. Because I don't know how to... Maybe that's something I need to figure out first as well. Like, yo, can I even make tight-fitting leggings, like tight-fitting legwear, work for my legs? Is that something that's going to work? Also, now that the lighting has shifted, the camera looks shit again. This is so frustrating. That's not it. Yep, that's it. Yeah, the camera looks trash now. What the hell? But if I go over to camera control and I get the exposure to -5 and I turn the gain down, are we now just going to instantly look way better? Maybe yes, maybe no. I can't tell. I don't know. Is this better or is this worse? I have no idea. Maybe it was better before. My brain is turned off. I don't know where I was going with what I was saying. Maybe I just need a little bit more gain. Yeah, I think that's fine now. I don't know. I will tweak forever. You have to stop me. One nice set of jeans can go a long way? Yes. Yeah, so I definitely need just a couple of pair of jeans for like my nice jeans. And I do now have 2 pairs of jeans that are nicer jeans. However, they're not of this style. They are... So I'm wearing a pair now that is a like a wide leg jean. And I have another one that is a flared jean. Where like from the knee, it starts flaring out. Which I like. And to be fair, I think the flared ones could work with this style. A black pair of jeans would be a good idea. So that I can incorporate that area of legwear, I suppose. I don't know. There's a way to make that work. Like, I think the flare ones would probably still work with these outfits. But you then got to consider, like, hey, a lot of these outfits are... The top end is the baggy end. Like, if you look at all of these, it's baggier top, like, stuff. You know, like, it's either a baggy layer or it's a baggier shirt. Now, I ain't going for no baggy fucking shirts. We are always definitely going for something shapewear, but I might go for something a bit more baggier on the layering of stuff. Like, we might go for a brain flannel. Might go for flannel. Might go for leather jacket. I feel like whenever you add... Sorry, I've barely drank anything today and my voice is fucked. I feel like whenever you add a layer, you always end up with a bunch of bagginess. I don't know how you do layers with baggier bottom. I feel like that doesn't work. But maybe it does. Maybe there's ways that you do make that work. So yeah, I don't want to get like lost in the outfit by having baggy at the bottom and... But maybe the flared things work, you know? Where we have like... I'll show you the kind of jeans I'm talking about. Jeans... If I just put jeans flare, is that gonna... give me... Yes, that is kind of what we're talking. This one is kind of what we're talking. Or this one. Actually, this one is more. EMP. Hello? What the fuck? These kinds of jeans is what I'm talking. Where it is tighter at the thigh? Yeah, thigh. And then bags out past the knees. Boo-boo-boo-boo-boo-boo. Harem pants, flowing skirt with a tight fitting top. Okay. Harem pants. Because I have no idea what they are. I've never heard of that. Harem pants. Ooh, they are very baggy. I don't know if this is necessarily my style. Okay. I will say from the top, I am not a harem pants person. I'll be real. This is too many colours and it is too baggy. This is weird to me. We're getting a lot of EMP all of a sudden. I'm guessing just Google is being like, yo, you clicked on EMP before? Let's fucking EMP up. Can we see some on an entire person and not just half a person? Hello? Okay, yeah, I'm thinking that harem pants. Love that for you. Definitely not loving it for me. But with a flowing skirt is how you do loose bottom, tight top. Yeah. I'm with you. Harem pants. Well, I guess so. If I just put harem pants skirt, that's not. You're just giving me like long skirts. You're not giving me what I typed in, unless this is what you're meaning. But I feel like this is not what you're meaning. I'm struggling to envision harem pants plus a skirt, but maybe you are meaning just like a really long skirt. Share some pictures. Yeah. Do that. I think that's less my style though. Like if I was going for, if we were going for baggy the bottom, like that's fine. It would be something like, it'd be something like these. And maybe these are just like actually wouldn't be too baggy. Like maybe I can wear a baggy top of these and it's fine. I don't know the answer to that. But like not skinny jeans is my point. Like skinny jeans gives you tight bottom is what I'm thinking. So if I'm looking for outfits like these, but not skinny jeans, it's like, where do I go exactly? Like if I want the form-fitting shirt, which I do, I want these kinds of shirts in the outfit. But then again, maybe our top layer adds stuff. I don't know. Oh, it's all so confusing. It's all so confusing. Yeah, I feel like, okay, my brain is putting things together and making some order and sense of all this. Form fitting is definitely something I like on my top half and definitely something I don't like on my bottom half. That is definitely a true statement, which unfortunately is the opposite of most of these pictures. But whatever, we will figure that out a step at a time. And then from there, I guess, yeah, just like something to be a layer on top of that. But then are we having two baggies? So are we having a baggy top as soon as I add a layer? I don't know. But if we look at like her fit, like, I mean, again, like the reason why she doesn't look weird is because the jacket is adding that extra chunk to the top so that the bottom can be slim. Oh, I don't know. It's all so confusing. Does one do layers in a way where the top layer is not baggy? I don't know. You can now see how frustrating fashion is for me. This is what I'm like every time I try to do fashion. It's just like, and then I'm lost. And now it's fashion. Fuck yeah. Okay, I have no idea where I'm going now. I'm just rambling, which is usually a sign that we should finish off soon because the stream is going to be very unentertaining. I'm just looking at how I look right now. I feel like my makeup might have moved and I don't even know. Let me check my calendar. Okay, is this going to be on that side? Yeah, it's going to be on that side. Boo. Let's move us back to just chatting. And let's bring my chat back on screen. I could try... Oh, a cropped jacket is a good point. That's a really good point. And maybe that's what I was kind of like looking at and being kind of confused with that leather jacket we were just looking at. Oh, I don't have any other plans today. That's sick. Let me move this over to here. And then minimize it. And then let's fucking go back to screen share because you made a valid point there. Yeah, maybe it is... maybe the reason why I'm seeing this as being like... I'm not sure whether this counts as baggy or not is because it's not cropped, but it's like it's not like a normal... This isn't to her waist, you know? Like it's a small on her leather jacket, as is often the case in women's leather jackets. It's kind of like it's cropped, you know? Obviously she has very, very high-waisted shorts here, so like it doesn't seem like a cropped jacket, but you know what I mean? Like if you handed her a men's leather jacket, it'd be going down to like here-ish. So maybe you're right. Maybe you are correct. And you can do... If we're talking jumpers and stuff, then it can be form-fitting. I'm not looking for a jumper though. It'd have to be a jackety thing. What if we just put in? Okay, I'm just going to type stuff into Google. Form-fitting, crop, jacket. Is that even a thing? Is that a thing that exists? Kinda. Like if I'm looking at an outfit like this, obviously we're not talking an outfit like this. I'm expecting her jeans to have a bit of extra bagginess in it so that she doesn't look awkward. Right? I feel like this is... My brain is like, this is just sportswear. And yeah, when I'm looking at the other ones, like these don't seem like... Like I'm expecting her to have slimmer jeans. Yeah, exactly. She has like skinny jeans on. It's all so confusing. I feel like closed jackets are when we can have that form-fitting thing. Like an open jacket, I don't know how that can be form-fitting. Such that you would then need, if you have an open jacket, you would then need skinny jeans. Or something along those lines. Which brings us to these outfits. And I like that, and it's a vibe that I like. Sent me a DM on Discord. Boo, 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 boo. Oh! That is also a piece of clothing. I haven't even... What do you even call those? That's like just like a super cropped. Let me copy link. Yeah, that'll get us it without showing anything that you wouldn't want shown. That is Control F, not Control V. Yeah, this is what Lee has just messaged me. Like if we imagine like a... I wouldn't want this undertop, but we could put a band tee there. We could put like... Heck, we could put literally one of these tees. That's a cool Iron Maiden shirt. I dig that shirt. We could fucking... Where's the... Oh yeah, we need to be back here. Right? Like you could do it with that. It probably does want something cropped. Like a crop shirt instead of this one. But like you could make something work there. Like if I... Okay, that's the question. If I superimpose this onto her in my brainium, does it work? And I think the answer is yes if we had baggier trousers. You fucking cracked the code. They look better unzipped too? Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Wait, what? Wait, hold up. There's barely even anything to unzip. I'm struggling to picture that one. Maybe? Maybe. I'll take your word for it. What is this called? What do you call this? Because this is more than just a cropped jacket. Like unless you did Google crop jacket, but I super doubt that you did. Images. Yeah, like this is like a crop jacket. Like this is 2 layers of crop. What is that called? Leah. You have the magical things, and I need to know what they are. Does it come in leather? Yo. We'll throw that onto there. And yeah, I don't know, maybe these aren't like baggy enough that it would matter and you could wear baggier jeans with them. I feel like part of this is I need to just play around and experiment. Using AI to merge them now. Oh my god, if you can do that, that'd be sick. There's that if you're needing that, or there's that if you're needing that. Also, that's nuts if you actually can do that. I mean, all it needs is, you know, switch this to be like a band, switch this to be a fucking, or switch this to have one of those on. That's what you Googled? God damn, that is a Google search. Yo, but this is kind of getting what we're talking about here. This is like exactly what we're talking about here. If we move us over to here. Right? You know, that's it, literally it. There it is. There's the image. What the fuck? Okay. Goth crop top emo. It's just fucking adding a bunch of like qualifiers to it. Like this isn't a type of shirt. Crop top is all we've got there. Crop top jacket, I guess, is all we've got there. And then fucking goth, emo, punk suddenly cropped more of it. I don't understand at all. And I did a great job. That's insane. I do not understand. Okay. Hot take. People that do crazy things with AI are artists, because I do not understand. I have tried to fucking do stuff with AI because I can't draw shit. I can't do fucking AI either. Like, there is a skill there. I don't care what anyone says. I know there's a skill there because I can't fucking do it. You did such a fucking good job. What the fuck? This is insane. I don't know how the fuck you did that. That looks cool though. I fucking dig the shit out of that. Okay, if you want to go super crazy with your AI shit, fucking... What does AI say that her legwear should be? My brain immediately goes cargo pants. But maybe there are other options too. I also don't own any cargo pants, and I should play around with that. Like, do I want... Because cargo pants would give me my solution. I feel like the baggy version of... Like, the baggy bottom end version of all of these is going for cargo pants. I feel like that is your solution there. And this image has just shown me that. Because like another outfit... Oh, does that work? Do cargo pants plus leather jacket work? Cargo pants, leather jacket. Fucking women's. Kinda. We'll go fucking... What were the terms you use? Emo, punk. What was the other one you did? Goth. Okay, these are a little bit too much on the cargo pants. There's a little... That's a little too many fucking details and fucking straps. But if we toned that down a bit... Like, these ones are kind of cool. But wait, we don't have any fucking leather jackets anymore. Does it work with a leather jacket? It works with a leather jacket. That is fucking cargo pants. And the utility belt thing is weird. But that is a functional... Okay. The answer there... Also, that is a really cute form-fitting thing. And I feel like this is AI, and that is why... No, that is an actual website. That is a really nice leather jacket. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know the answers to these things. Like, I'm not going... When we talk cargo pants, I'm not going full, like, fucking corn cargo pants. That is too far in that direction. We need to... But if we scale it back to, like, hair, that could be a cargo pant that I would wear. If it was a slightly different colour. Or like, these are cool. That's a cargo pant I would wear. That is definitely not a real cargo pant, because what the fuck is that entire section missing? Where is her leg within that? But, yeah. I need to get some of the... Wait, fuck, where was that image I was just on? Fuck, I don't... Where is it? Is it that one? No? It's gone. I need to get some of those fucking bracelet things. You know what I'm talking about, with the studs on them. I feel like some of those work well in the out. And yes, that was the other thing I was thinking about. Yeah, like those ones. Ignore the fucking men's pants, but that's the other thing. If we were to go for an outfit more like fucking... What is that? That is not what I want. More like this one, because I really like this outfit. I really like this outfit. If we just put more fucking accessories onto it, like, this is the more toned down. Like, yes, we're going for that kind of, like, what, emo goth punk, I suppose. But a bit more toned down to more this kind of an area. Or that's maybe a little too toned down, but like, this is cool, you know? Or this is cool. Those sorts of ones were a little bit more toned down in comparison. Or like, this one's cool. But if we go back to this, that is Kim Possible. I could maybe get behind a tanky thing if we did a bunch of jewelry. Right? Maybe. You missed the fashion? No, we're still in the middle of fashion. We are still in the middle of fashion. We are expanding what is the concept of... Or we are getting into more specifics in terms of what is the new fashion look that I'm going for. What clothes do I actually buy? Dressing like a Neil Gaiman character? Hold on. I feel like the only Neil Gaiman character I know is Sandman. So just let's fucking type in some Neil Gaiman characters and see what images gets us. Wait, Coraline is Neil Gaiman? I had no fucking idea. But sure, it's definitely that vibe. But less into... Yo, Coraline style outfits, maybe. I don't know. I like this kind of... What is it? Like a punk rocky kind of a thing? Punk rocky things that, like, metalify it a little bit. And that's where we're going. We're kind of moving a little bit closer to, like a slightly more in the metal end of that, like, punk rocky kind of... what, Pacific Northwest grunge look? Pacific Northwest grunge. Pacific Northwest grunge. I guess. Oh, no, it's fine. Okay, yes. You have nailed it. That is so specific of a set of words, but you've perfectly nailed it. It is exactly what I'm going for. What the fuck? I am Pacific Northwest grunge fashion. Wow, I was not expecting that to be so perfectly accurate in terms of what I'm looking for. Okay, they are not. That is no longer. I'm guessing we are moving away from Pacific Northwest. That's such an ultra specific set of words. I don't understand. But yes, this is what I'm looking for. This is my mood board. Definitely like her hair as well. Life is Strange 100%. Yeah, maybe it's quite Life is Strange. Like quite Chloe Price, I guess, or yeah, more Chloe Price than Rachel Amber. But yeah, maybe. I don't know. Fashion is so like, yeah, doesn't exist in my brain. Hence, like, I sure like I do it on stream. I feel like I looked way better at the start of the stream and the start of the day compared to now. I don't know what's changed. I can't look at a mirror because it's fucking backwards over there. Whoa, what changed? I don't know. Why do I no longer look as good as I did at the start? Or maybe that's just my braining. Yes, this is the style. I do not know how you got it so perfectly specific. So what? Okay. So there's where we follow up. What are the components of this style? What am I enjoying? I think what I'm enjoying is, God, it is skinny jeans, isn't it? Hers aren't quite as skinny, and hers is definitely my favorite outfit. Like, if we can we? Yes, we can do that. And is it gonna be really small? Shit. No, this is kind of. We can work with this. We can even zoom a little bit and it doesn't get too blurry. Like this outfit here, the Iron Maiden lass with fucking. What would you call it? Auburn hair? Or that's auburn, right? Fucking sick. This outfit, I would change nothing. It is a sick as fuck outfit. I would maybe, for me, add a leather jacket because arms, and I have very, very strong arms. And then would I be too broad in this? I don't know. But the jeans aren't super tight, I don't think. There's enough space to hide a little musculature. Her outfit's pretty cool as well, but it's too... the outfit doesn't actually work as an outfit, I would say. Like, you have tight on tight, which is why she looks a little bit awkward. But if you added baggy in there with one of these, then it fits. Like, give her a jacket of some sort, and suddenly the outfit works really well. I think I am more in jeans as well than cargo pants. I like jeans. Jeans are always my comfort zone. What have you got for me? I need more things. You gave me a gem with Pacific Northwest fucking grunge. What is that? What the fuck even is Pacific Northwest grunge? That's so hyper specific. That is ridiculous. Pacific Northwest grunge. Is that just like, what is Pacific Northwest? I don't even know what that is. Is that like in relation to America? Fucking give me a map. Give me a map. Maps. Whoa. We should not be doing that on screen because it I will look over that VOD later in case it just gives me exactly where I fucking live. I actually don't even know if it was on my location. Okay, so Pacific Ocean is here. So Pacific Northwest is presumably East Coast America, right? Like Oregon, Idaho, Washington, Seattle, which I'm pretty sure San Francisco, California, right? Which probably is, and we probably are including some Canada here, which I'm pretty sure we are probably actually accurately getting all the bands that I enjoy. Like what? Members of Slipknot, I'm pretty sure, are from... Fuck, where does Corey Taylor come from? I want to say Idaho. Fucking... my absolute dream man. Corey Taylor. How did I misspell his name? What the fuck? Boo-ba-doo-boo-boo-boo-boo. Are we really calling him an author? I feel like he probably has like an autobiography. I don't know if that makes you an author. Okay, where was he born? Where was he born? Origin. Iowa, yes. Wait, what did I say? Did I say Iowa? They literally have a fucking album called Iowa. Idaho is what I said. Fuck. Where's Iowa? Where the fuck is Iowa? Is that not a state? Is that more specific than a state? Oh, there's Iowa. Okay, wait. Fucking Corey Taylor's from the middle. What is it? Oh, that's nonsense. I don't fucking know, dude. But I know that that's a musical area, so I can get what we mean. We're clearly going for musical area that is like probably a lot of the vibes I'm looking for. Sent one last AI, but proportions of the model is starting to get away from it. Lol. That's fair. Yeah, she's to be fair. Open link. Open it over here. Fucking no. Ugh. Oh, because I was meant to copy link, not open link. That's why it's all gone messed up, because it's gone to the wrong window. Here's your little AI thing playing with this. Leah, you need to tell me how you do these, because that's nuts how well you're doing. Okay, what were we adding? We were adding cargo pants, weren't we? Yeah, it's gone kind of small now, but... And to be fair, yes, her proportions are a little bit fucked. They're kind of getting a bit closer to me, though. Like, she's ended up a bit broader. I am a bit broader. She's got fucking legs that are fucking, like, macho legs. I kind of have macho legs. So we are getting more accurate to me. So that gives us, like, what would I edit? And we were talking about having a baggier cargo pant. And I think a cargo pant probably does fix her outfit. And fix the vibe for her. So maybe, yes. Also... we have a little artifact there that fucking gives me a little thing. The AI got confused and has done those little lacy army kind of lacy laces on the arms. And that is a thing that could be added to an outfit. Yo. Like if I'm wearing a tank top, what if we did a little, what's it even called? Like a lacy arm strap? Lace strap? Is that a thing? Is that what you call these things? Or is it a wrist strap? Okay, we're kind of getting where I'm going with it. Or is it just called a lace bracelet? Maybe? I feel like it's getting slightly confused there because it's longer than a bracelet. Wrist? We're going for forearm. Forearm's what I'm talking about. Sent over? Wait, you've already done another thing? How did you already do another thing? That's crazy. Copy link. Yeah, like her legs look fine now. Even though they still have a weird proportioning. It looks fine. The outfit looks fine. I kind of dig it. Maybe we do something like this. Okay, we have some options. Oh, sorry. I need to figure out what the proper name is for these kind of top things. You did get a fucking... This was like a link or some shit, wasn't it? It is literally just called a goth crop top in terms of the Amazon thing. Okay, I'm so glad Philip didn't fucking give, like, Val is not my location. Do not worry, Val is not doxing me in any way. Boo 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 boo. Ooh. Nah. That's cool. I dig that. They are just calling it a crop top, which is not accurate to what it is, but whatever. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll have a play with those and figure out, like, because it's definitely more specific than a crop top. Also, that is just a really cute. That is cute as fuck. Tell me that is not fucking lush. Oh, and it has a little tie up kind of thing. Forearm sleeve. Yo, is that what I'm thinking of? Forearm sleeve. Oh, these are fucking tattoos. But these are, okay, this is what I'm talking about. Yes, this item of fashion. Ignore the tattoos. These products. Forearm sleeve. Fucking lacy forearm sleeve. No, I'm not after tattoos. Minus tattoo. No, it's just confused. It's just confused. We're in the right direction here because all of these, they're all fucking workout things, but they are forearm sleeves. Like, I'm talking about that exactly like this, but it's some cute, like, lacy black kind of a thing. Like the lacy black chokers, but it's a forearm sleeve. That's the product I'm looking for. So whatever the proper name is for that. No, fucking, ugh. Laced? That's a fucking tattoo thing. That's the kind of thing. Yo! These things. What are they called? What do you call these? It's not a tattoo sleeve. It's not anything to do with tattoos. These are not tattoos. Stop. Google, stop trying to make these into tattoos. That kind of a thing. This is what I'm talking about. Lace arm hot sale. Lace arm. Is it just lace arm? Do I just Google lace arm? Lace arm. Aren't they just sleeves? I mean, yeah. But apparently if you put in lace arm, now it's perfect. Because sleeve wasn't giving it to us either earlier. Okay. Okay. We have a thing. Gloves. Gloves? Really? You think this is a glove? Who are you? Who is this website? We need to name and shame. Amazon. Bro, Amazon, these are not gloves. What are you talking about? Hauzaikeji. Whatever company you are. This is not a glove. Hello. What the hell? Damn. Okay, well, lace arm gives us what we're looking for. Or one of those would be cool in one of these outfits. Like, okay, so wrapping us back to where we were going. Is that a tattoo or is that... That's a really long one. God damn. So let's say... one of these. Okay. Or one of these paired with... this outfit. Yeah? Does that work? I feel like it works. And then we have like some bracelets as well. Some cool fucking... What the fuck are you doing? Some cool bracelets to it. I think that kind of works. If we go for one... Okay. Not hands. Just like wrist and back. Wrist to elbow. Wrist to elbow? Yeah. I'm looking... Okay. I'm looking for it to be the size of... What do you call them? Pauldrons? No, that's shoulder. Fuck, what do you call a wrist one? Van braces? There we go. I know I've played enough video games to do this. Yeah. Just like that. Exactly where that would be on someone. Just like that. That, but now it's not a van brace. It's a fucking lacy little fucking goth girl shit. Yeah? You with me? That's what I'm looking for. So a lacy thing like this. There's probably one among here for the thing that I'm trying to get. Just the forearm, basically. Covering the forearm. I think that's the correct. Kind of like this. The specific one is a bit... Not this one, but something like that. Whack that on her arm and change nothing else. And I think that's kind of cool, right? Right? But temptation. True. Fucking van braces. I assume that's what you're talking about. Beetroots are cooking? Yo, what the fuck are you guys cooking? You guys were on about your fucking soup earlier. Beetroot soup? It's fucking not something I have ever tried. I don't know. Something... Oh, and those. Yo, you could put one of those on her. Again, to like just distract away from my fucking muscly arms. Those are fucking cute. You could add one of those kind of a thingamajiggies. Is that too many things then? If you had a one of those and like a one of those. That's a kind of thing. A one of those and a one of those? Are we now adding too many lacy things? Maybe, maybe not. Here's what I need. Here's what I need. I need a place. Like a clothing shop. But with all the things that I specifically want. So that I can try them before buying them. Which I feel like is not something I'm going to have access to. But it would be cool. Because I need to see what these things look like on me. Somebody needs to invent a thing. This can probably be done with AI. Okay, wait. This is what we need. Leah, you need to tell me how to do AI things. So that I can put these things on me. And have me changing clothes via AI without having to actually purchase clothes. And then hopefully it keeps my proportions correct. I think that'll be the main thing. It'll get confused and be like, oh, we need to make it more feminine. And it's like, oh, my body is not, you are not able to enhance my HRT yet. Don't make me in 6 months' time because I need clothing now. But yeah, we're definitely getting somewhere here. We've also added a lot of items that I need to purchase. But that's okay, I guess. Yeah, I'm thinking I need. Here's the purchases I need to make. It's just Copilot? Oh, I didn't know Copilot let you do pictures of people. I thought Copilot blocked that sort of thing. So I've tried to do this before, but at the time at least, Copilot wouldn't let you do anything with a human in the image. Like it could generate a new human, but it couldn't do something if you gave it a human. Yeah. Like I've tried to like edit pictures of me to like play around with clothing and stuff. And it's like, no, we cannot edit pictures of humans because we do not trust you with that ability, I suppose. Google has just done an app so you can try on clothes, but it's US only. Rep. I don't know, well, I'll play around with Copilot again, see what it does. Chatbot is correct. Maybe we do a clothing stream at some point where we play with that. Fucking... I can't open a picture and make it. If we do this... We'll probably be looking to finish the stream soon, because I don't want to use all my day. But if I do that, and then open this, and get onto the correct screen... Do you guys still have music? Yeah, you still have music. Pictures, selfies. I don't think I've got many full body pictures. Yeah, I don't really have any full outfit pictures. I'll have to take some. Yo, okay, here's another thing. Full outfit pictures are really hard to take with a fucking selfie camera. Like, how do I get my fucking legs in shot? That's really difficult to do. Without being like fucking, like, you know. That's a very difficult thing to do, I feel. Or I guess I need to like prop it up somewhere just perfectly to be like the right height. And then fucking run away during the timer. Get into a pose. And just do that really fucking quick. I don't know. Yeah, I need to be in the middle of a shot. We could probably do something with... Is this picture any good? Is this one? But I am happy with having public. Yeah. Maybe. Then there's an old picture. Ugh, fuck it. Let's get Copilot to do something with it. No, because it's not enough of my body for it to be... Okay, I'm thinking this picture, but I don't think Copilot has enough of me to be able to do that. Also, for some reason, my camera... This isn't edited. I haven't filtered this at all. But for some reason, my camera blurred, specifically a bit of my arm. It's just in fucking Android portrait mode. But for whatever reason, it just blurred that bit of my arm. But I don't think that would work, actually. Full body mirror? Yeah, but if you take a photo... Okay, try taking some photos in mirrors, and you'll find that photos in mirrors do not work. You cannot take photos in mirrors. Because it, like, doubles the distance between you and the camera. Like, you just look tiny in mirror pictures. Which maybe, I guess, helps us get the whole outfit in, but I don't know. Mirror pictures, mirror selfies always look horrendous. I think it is just a matter of fucking prop the camera up somewhere. Fucking stack some books or some shit. And timer run away. And I think I have, actually. I think I do have a picture like that somewhere. Let me see if there's one that I'm happy with. Putting on screen. That one's not too bad. That kind of has a bit more of my legs in it. It just chops off my head instead. Ugh, no, I look horrendous. No, it's not going on screen. Rip. Rip, you don't get to see it. Sorry. Yo, I did make some absolute fucking boob the other day, though. So when I was on stream with this outfit, oh my god, that, okay, check out the fucking boob that I made. Can you see that picture? Nah, the camera's not going to do it, is it? Camera ain't going to make that work. I did, oh my god, like, yo, I am basically flat-chested. I've got a little something now, but like, holy moly, I do not have much going on. Like, I think I fit under a technical definition of AA, because AA, like, is just where it bottoms out, and so is a larger category. So a quick way I can put this onto my computer. I can send it to myself in a Discord message. You can do that, right? Or I'll just fucking put it in the moderator channel. There you go. Moderator channel. Was it this picture I was talking about just now? Yeah, holy shit. Okay, look at what I fucking created. My god. I am an engineer. It is the one skill that I have when it comes to aesthetics. It's hard to make it fit into an outfit. I need a fucking push-up bra to like just raise all of this up. But holy moly. Moderator only. There's the picture. Yo. Check out the fucking outfit or the fucking booba I made. Hells yeah. That is very zoomed in. It's zooming in on my tits. Wowzers. Talk about fucking cleavage. Hells yeah, baby. I fucking nailed it on that one. Not gonna lie. Not gonna fucking lie. Crop mirror pictures after? Yeah, but then you end up with a really blurry picture. Unless you're taking it at like a really high amount of pixels or some shit, whatever. Like, I guess if you're taking like a 4K photo, maybe. But like even on this, if I fucking... What, we'll zoom in on, not zoom in on the booba, but we'll zoom in like over here or something. Like this is what happens if we crop a whole bunch. We start losing quality and it gets pixelated. Like even here it's slightly pixelated because this is quite a large screen compared to the camera. So like, yeah, I feel like if you take a mirror selfie and then you try to crop it, and this is a mirror selfie where you've made sure that your whole body is in it, like, you are definitely going to end up losing just an absolute ton of quality. It's going to end up really blurry. I feel like that's basically a guarantee. But I'll fuck around with it. I'll just just prop my phone up somewhere, stack some books so that it's at the right height and stuff, and like, it's not a problem. I'll just do it on a timer. That's where I had trouble doing that before. The trouble with doing a timer thing is you're presumably going to be using your actual camera, so the back, which means you can't see the shot. And maybe you just don't do that. Maybe I just do use the selfie one. But like you probably want to be, if you're doing a timer thing, you may as well have it as decent quality. But then maybe I just set it up so I know the exact shot, so I can then like know where to place myself afterwards. I don't know. It can be fucked around with. And then sure, I'll play around with some Copilot stuff. We'll see if we can make it work. Okay, I am just rambling at this point. So, and we've been streaming for a few hours, so that's not too bad. Okie dokie. So in terms of next things, oh, reminder to everybody, being as we have a few people in chat, and I've been forgetting to plug this. We've got a giveaway going on right now, remember? We have a big art giveaway. So if you are somebody who does art, then frickin' head over to in the Discord. Head over to things in the art competition submission thing. Somebody has submitted something today. Yo, that's crazy. Owner. But yeah, if you head to #giveaway2 Electric Boogaloo, we've got a little art competition. So get yourselves over checking that out. There's a whole bunch of different things you can make art for. Like you can do emojis for the Discord. You can do a banner. You can do stickers. There's icons you can make, GIFs you can make, or even just if you think it will be useful for branding in some way, fuck it, you can make it. So you get like a lot of freedom to play around. And yeah, just submit them. The competition ends on the 24th, so you have another 22 days to make your art. And then, yeah, we'll be picking 5 winners. And those 5 winners get to be part of the brand new product being... that's what I'm looking for. 5 winners, and those 5 then become part of our very first group lessons, and they'll get 6 free lessons as a group, which will then like serve as like I'll make that real good and test it out for them, and we can start doing group lessons after that as like a thing you can book in for those that are struggling money wise, or just would prefer to learn in a group. Because there's a lot of advantages to learning in a group as well. You can bounce off each other a lot. Yeah. So get yourselves into that competition. The banner is one where, because obviously only one banner can be used, there is one of the winners will be a banner submission. So like if you want if you think you can make a real good banner, then make a banner and you basically get guaranteed to be one of the winners. But you can make for any of the categories. Just one of the winners is guaranteed to be from the banner category. Heck yeah. Cool. Okay, and then the next thing is going to be the workshop on Saturday, the usual workshop. Beyond that, we have stuff next week. So if I go to there, next week we have public lessons on... Is it just on Wednesday? Maybe it's just on Wednesday. I think because everything has moved. Yeah, because Jaden's moved to the other week, then yeah, it'll just be Wednesday. So okay, next week we have, or I guess upcoming things. We have on Saturday, we have a workshop. Then on Wednesday, we have another stream. And then the next Saturday, we have another workshop. And that's what's coming up. And I guess maybe expect some different outfits from me. Maybe we'll see whether I'll have bought them in that amount of time. And here you can check out some driving background. Okay, all right. I love you all. I will see you next time. Why do we have so many of these? What the fuck? Okay. All right. Appreciate your faces. I love you all, and I'll see you on Saturday. Okay. Bye, everybody.